Guys, before we get into today's video, I want to show you guys what I got cooking on the smoker right now. Using the Pit Boss. We are smoking some boneless rib meat. There's no bones in them, but just check that out, guys. These have been on for like 3 hours, so it has nothing at all to do with the video. But guys, we got a truck picked up actually, and don't mind this nice crew cab short bed first gen that we have right here in the video. Then we did pick up a 03 Dodge Ram. This is a 4-door long bed dually truck, and it needs quite a bit of work. It's kind of a basket case, to be honest with you guys, but we got it pretty cheap, so we're gonna see if we can get this thing going. So Mason is getting the pressure washer fired up. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up. It's got like algae and just grime all over it, so we're gonna get it cleaned up really good. And yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on the time lapse, and we'll do that right now. We got this thing all cleaned up for the most part. Gave her a good wash, good spray down, get some of that engine bay cleaned up. Mason's taking my bike for a ride. Got fender to change on it, dually fender to put on it. You guys can see here we have it just came with a nice good fender. Actually, it just got like a little crack in the paint, but other than that, it's pretty nice. We're going to save the interior for another time. It's getting pretty late and it's a Sunday, so we're not really going to dive into doing the interior. It's not that bad. This thing just really needs a good sweep and a wipe down. So we're going to hold off for now. So yeah, I don't really know where we're going with this video at this point. This may just be some content that I throw into another video. I don't really know. Alright guys, I've decided that this video I'm going to just throw some of this content in here on this one, because we are going to be waiting on some stuff for a while. So I want to go ahead and get you guys brought up to speed on this truck. So this is Trevor Quackenbush's. I'm not super smart with the first gen, so, but let me grab my list real quick. I believe it's an 81 that they swapped 93 drivetrain into engine trans. The trans is actually an MB 4500 in this truck, which is cool. But and then I think the clip off this would have to be off of the 90s as well. But it's a really cool, clean truck that actually came from Tennessee, and it's here today mainly because of a fuel leak. So we're going to dive right into that. I'm going to show you guys what we're going to have to do for the fuel leak. It's a VE style injection pump, and whenever this thing is running, all you have to do is start it. You can see it's coming out of the throttle assembly. So I'm going to have to send this injection. I'm going to have to pull it forward here, pull the injection pump off of it, and basically send it off to get rebuilt. Not rebuilt, but basically we're just going to get the leak fixed. And while it's off, we're going to do a tappet cover because it's right there and it is leaking. So we're going to go ahead and reseal the tappet cover while we're there. And there are a couple other minor things that we're going to look into with this truck, but that's going to be the main objective for today. That's what we're going to get started on. It's fired up. Got it off. We're gonna find a nice box for it and get it shipped to the turbo diesel injection in Indy, and then we'll be ready to, while we're waiting on that, we're gonna change the tappet cover there on the side of the engine. So, all right guys, we just ran to town and got the injection pump shipped, and for now we're just gonna stick this new tappet cover gasket on. So, got to take a couple things loose here. I may have to pull the fuel filter. And so pull the fuel filter off and kind of get this tappet cover pulled off out of here, out of the way, and then get the surface cleaned up. Tappet cover is this whole thing, guys, but you can see that fuel filter there. It's kind of in the way. I doubt I'll be able to snake it out of there. Possibly, maybe, but I'll probably take the fuel filter loose to get the guy out, and then we will be able to get that all cleaned up and stick it back on. See the little insulation piece that's there, guys, it's probably not going to go back on. Never really put them back on. It looks like it's got a rip in the back, so we'll just take that guy off. Doesn't really do anything. Probably just supposed to quiet the engine up a little bit, but it's okay. 9 times out of 10, aftermarket ones don't have anything on them, so we'll leave that off. But let's get this thing pulled off and actually switch it out. Gaskets over time, they just get old, really old and hard. And check this out. So it just snaps in half. That's how they almost always are. That's not really doing any sealing, especially there on the bottom. You guys can see how wet it is through there, where all that oil was leaking out. Yeah, they're just old and hard, and all the heat cycles they go through, you just have to change them. So that's junk. All right, guys, tappet cover is reinstalled with a new gasket. We had to leave that one bolt out because the return line right here goes into that. Couple things that's concerning me right now is that little plastic line. Probably going to replace that with the copper one. They just have a gauge right into the truck, but that plastic one just freaking me out. I feel like it's going to just leak on them and cause a bunch of issues. So probably going to get that replaced, or at least repaired with a new fitting and run it a little better so it doesn't break. I mean, you can have really good luck with those, but if they ever do leak, it can kind of screw you. But yeah. So got it all installed, guys. I'm gonna clean up a little bit of my mess that I got going on in here, and then we're basically gonna be at the mercy of the injection pump shop. But alrighty, guys, everything is all cleaned up over here, and we are just gonna be waiting on some parts for this thing. So this is just how she's gonna have to sit until we get our injection pump back. So just how it goes. Like I said, guys, got all of our stuff cleaned up. Little pile of parts there, and guys, I'm going to be starting in the next video very soon, so I want you guys to subscribe for me. If you guys are new, I want to also thank you guys for 6,000 subscribers. That is unreal to me to thank. I mean, it just feels like yesterday we were just getting started, and I remember when we first hit 100, first hit 1,000, and then I feel like if any of you guys are thinking about starting a channel, once you get to 1,000, it really starts to pick up past then. But that first stretch, man, it just took forever, it felt like, to get that 1,000, but we got it, and we're moving right along, guys. So I really appreciate you guys, everything you guys do to support us, leaving comments and stuff like that. So be sure you're subscribed. We are about to start the next video here shortly. I don't know if I'm gonna get started on tonight, but maybe tomorrow night. I want to get the transmission. I want to pull the pan off this thing and see what we're dealing with inside of here. See if this thing is basically, worth even putting in the truck without doing a full rebuild on it. We got to clean it up, obviously, change the valve body wiring harness because that pigtail right there got broken. You guys can see when they were taking it out, they probably just ripped it off the truck. So hopefully it's even good on the truck. I may have to get a new pigtail for on the truck, depending on what it looks like. Wow. But yeah, filter pan, valve body wiring harness. So we'll pull the valve body out, probably pull the forward clutches out and see what they look like. And if everything looks good, we probably won't go into a full rebuild. We will just get this thing cleaned up. But guys are gonna have to come back for the next video and we will get started on that. But without further ado, guys, like, subscribe, comment. See you guys on the next one.